Hey, what's up, everybody? My name is Will Stroud. I'm a BMX rider and filmer from the Raleigh area. And I want to tell you a little story about my first time coming to Greenville and meeting Dave Mirra. It was the winter of 1995. I was 15 and didn't have my driver's license yet. So my dad drove my brother and I down to JC Park in Greenville. It was a cold winter day in 1995, and I remember we got to the park, started riding. It was really cold. Then all of a sudden, we see Dave Mirra ride across the parking lot from the Kingston Apartments over to JC, and we were like, holy crap, Dave Mirra's coming to ride with us. I don't think at that point I'd ever met a pro before, so it was extremely special for the first time to see a pro ride, get to actually interact and talk to him. Dave could not have been any nicer, any more patient with us. I remember we must have been like annoying little kids asking him to do all these tricks and asking him all these questions about his bike, but he could not have been any nicer and any more genuine to us. He put on pretty much a freaking demo for my brother and my dad and I, did all his hardest tricks, answered all our questions about his bike, what kind of contest he was going to. It was our first time ever meeting a pro. We wanted to know everything about what he was doing and what the pro life is like. And I'll never forget, at the end of the day, we were kind of wrapping up the session. My dad said, we got to drive back to Raleigh. I had a BMX Plus magazine in my car, and the back cover of the BMX Plus magazine was a horror ad with Mirra on it. And I thought it was really cool. I was like, hey, Dave, can I get your autograph? And he wrote down his autograph on the back of the magazine. And then he wrote down his phone number under his autograph. And he said, hey, next time you guys come to Greenville, give me a call. We'll ride together. And that would never happen today's age with pros and kids and social media. But back then, I'll never forget, that had such a lasting impression on my brother and I when we were first getting into BMX, and you meet your first pro, and however they treat you kind of leaves a lasting impression on you, whether you realize it or not at the time. And I remember it was just a big, first of all, it was a very nice and generous thing for him to do, and it was just very encouraging for me to just want to keep riding and stay in the sport. And I always had years later, I got to know Mirra a little bit better. I got to work with him on a lot of video projects. I got to be his filmer for Mirra the first 2 years he ran Mirra. Got to film a lot of Monster Energy projects with him. So I'll never forget that first time meeting him, the impression that had on me and my brother, and how much encouragement it gave me to want to stay in BMX and keep riding. And that was just a very special moment that I wanted to share with you guys at this event celebrating Dave's life. And I hope you guys have a great time. I really wish I could be there, but this is all for a great cause.